Hey guys, it's the Bond Dweller. This video is going to be kind of a light one this week as I'm taking some time to relax and I couldn't quite choose what to do gameplay on this week, so enjoy whatever's on screen. Feature me edit in the title. Anyways, you've read the title of the video, so let's just get to the point. I've been getting a lot of requests to play Bedrock Edition mods or mod packs, primarily people wanting me to play better on Bedrock, and if you haven't been on my Discord, link is always in the description by the way, you might be wondering why I don't review stuff for Bedrock, which brings us to today's video. If you're new to this channel by chance, this isn't my normal style of video, and I highly suggest that you give any other video on my channel a shot, but if you all do like what you see here today, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Or don't. I mean, you do you. I'm not your mom. Actually, before we begin, did you know that I have merch? That's right, your favorite caveman has his very own merch store now. Or rather, I've had one and failed to bring it up in recent videos. Oops. Anyways, if you ever wanted to support my show but also wanted to get something more physically tangible, you can actually head down to dwellercave.com. We got t-shirts, mugs, stickers, hats, phone cases, just tons of stuff. All designs hand-drawn by yours truly, usually when I can actually get my hands to work with me. And for a limited time until the end of June, the honorary 10K subscriber badge of honor in all of its pizza glory. All these designs aren't just available in one form either. They're always available in multiple options should you desire in a different form. So if you never knew about this and now you're curious, head to dwellercave.com. Link always available in the description below. Now let's get back to the point. It's time to explain why I will never review mods for Bedrock Edition, and I do mean never. Reason 1. Opening Pandora's Box. Here's the thing. Ever since I started these mod pack reviews, I've received numerous requests for different mod packs. Some good, some bad, and some I've already reviewed before. And these requests happen all the time, even in videos that have nothing to do with Minecraft. Anyways, the point is, it's a lot of requests. But what keeps it all manageable is the fact that I only have to worry about one version of the game, and that most, if not all of my requests can easily be located on the popular platforms like CurseForge or Modrinth. However, the same can't be entirely said about Bedrock Edition. First and foremost, the player base is pretty much the collective of any home console, and I mean like any home console. You got PlayStation, Xbox, and then you got Nintendo Switch. Pretty sure like there's some other consoles on there, but I'm not really bothered in getting all the details on that. But this also means that it includes kids who still think the marketplace is the only place to get mods. More on the marketplace later. Which means that not only would I have to search my already existing mod pack sources, but I have to add the marketplace, MCP, DL, I'll just call it McPedal for, you know, saving myself some time, Bedrock Tweaks, Foxy No-Tail, and so on. So instead of a feasible 2 to 3 sources, I now have to expand to at least 7. Also stay tuned because those sites I mentioned will be swinging by later this video. So to simply put it, reviewing Bedrock mods would make it even harder for me to locate, acquire, and review the packs, which would likely burn me out on the concept faster. Anyways, next reason. Reason 2. It's nicknamed Bug Rock for a reason. It's pretty much a meme at this point, but Bedrock Edition is notoriously known for being worse off than Java Edition. While some videos definitely seem to exaggerate just how rough it is, it's not necessarily wrong either. I mean, you got latency issues, input lag, blocks not actually being placed. I mean, I opened the marketplace and this happened. How? How does this happen? Like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Not to mention that Bedrock Edition is single-handedly responsible for the slower development time of updates because they have to update 2 different versions of the game that are coded with 2 entirely different languages. I mean, you can Google Bedrock Edition bugs and a litany of posts regarding the issues will arrive. And to add to another bug that I've experienced, I myself experienced one where I removed the eyes off of my character because it let me, and suddenly that player model couldn't even be loaded or deleted unless I fully uninstalled and reinstalled Bedrock Edition. Do I have footage of that? No, because this happened like months ago, but it happened. There's a lot going against Bedrock, and I personally refuse to support a version of the game that has a larger player base but can't be held to the same standard as the version built with a coding language made by ancient cavemen. That's all I had for this segment. Next, final reason. The marketplace. Out of all of my reasons, this is definitely my largest reason, to a point that the first 2 issues I'd be able to stomach through if it weren't for this one. The marketplace is straight up evil. From literal garbage to copy and pasted mods to literally stealing the works of others and profiting off it, the marketplace is a cesspool of low quality junk that is meant to prey off the kids who like to swipe their parents' credit card at anything that's shiny. It's awful, dude. Like, you know what? Here, hold up, this is gonna be fun. Starting off with a supposedly official Mosey's Mods port, which is a paid mod version of the free one that all of us Java players have had for years. So a free mod, now monetized by someone who isn't even Mosey. Great. Then we have Dweller mods. I found 2 of them right away on the front page. Are we sick of this guy yet? Because I am. A backrooms mod, because of fucking course. Also, I'm pretty sure using the backrooms and monetizing it is generally frowned upon because it was an open source story that people sort of adapted on, so you're just profiting off of something you didn't even make. That's kind of gross. And I might be jumping to conclusions here, but there's zero shot this isn't some gross creep projecting here. Like, ew! Loads of garbage. Stolen works, stolen IPs, and gross bullshit. And what's even worse is the fact that not only were all of these monetized, you can't even buy this stuff outright. You buy them in the in-game purchasable currency that sounds like a fucking cryptocurrency. Minecoin? Minecoin, really? Really? Which, by the way, this fancy currency is purchasable at weird values that has the false marketing of, oh, you get a bonus if you buy it, even though it's very clearly them just saying that to make it seem like you're getting more than you purchased. It's fucking evil. It's a scummy platform, and it is especially disgusting that these practices are being used on a platform with tons of minors. And I get that at this point I've practically advertised it just by talking about it, so let me make it up to you. Let's talk about some places where you can get Bedrock add-ons for free. Foxy No-Tail is a site that provides both add-ons and resource packs. McPedal is another site for add-ons, of which I've been informed one of the mods is part of our community, so I figured I'd give them a shout out at least. CurseForge also has support for it, but given what happened to my GregTech world, I'm still apprehensive about that site. Also, Planet Minecraft. There you go. I've given you 4 sources. If you also know of an alternative site for mods, do leave a comment. Let's help Bedrock players avoid this garbage. Anyways, you might be wondering what all of this has to do with me not doing reviews for Bedrock mods. To put it simply, if I were to review mod packs for this version of the game, I'd be bringing attention to it, and by bringing attention to it, I'm bringing more eyes to the marketplace unintentionally, and in turn, Microsoft would be making more money on this horse shit. I already don't like Roblox doing this, so I definitely don't like Minecraft doing it either. And look, I get it, right? You know, there's a lot of mod pack developers out there that are actually trying to make really good experiences for everyone to enjoy. And to those people, nothing but the highest respect for you, and I hope you succeed, honestly, truly. I just can't endorse Bedrock Edition in any capacity in any way, because I don't support what they're doing. On one end, mod developers are getting paid, and I really do want that for you guys. You guys are doing a great job. That being said, on the other end, there's all the slop and garbage and stolen work that are also getting paid because of Microsoft's lack of moderation. So, no. Even if I'm just one voice in a sea of players, I still stand by the idea that it's partially my responsibility as a content creator to make sure that I guide people into the right experiences, and with how things are now, Bedrock Edition is a broken, morally bankrupt mess. Thank you all for watching, and sorry this video is kind of shorter this week. I wanted to take a bit of a break so I didn't, crash and burn out, so it was just the reasonable thing for me to do. That being said, I will let you all know that the winning vote from last video is a Payday 3 review. Since you all wanted to see me go ballistic over Payday 3, ask and you shall receive it. But until then, this has been the Bottom Dweller. Go to hell, Microsoft.